Imagine walking back into your ancestral home, not just to see the walls and the furniture, but to confront the weight of tradition, family expectations, and the haunting silence of your own past. That's what Indu does in Roots and Shadows. But this is not just her story, it's a mirror, maybe even yours. Roots and Shadows, written by Shashidesh Pandey, deals with the themes of feminism, middle class Indian women's struggle, silence, and voice. It is written in English but rooted deeply in Indian social realities. The story revolves around Indu, a modern educated woman who returns to her ancestral home on the occasion of a family wedding and the impending death of the family matriarch Akka. As Indu revisits her conservative Brahmin family, she confronts patriarchal values, family secrets, her own past, and unresolved emotional turmoil. Akka's death and the inheritance she leaves behind become a symbol of power, both economic and psychological, and lead Indu to question her place as a woman, writer, and individual. The themes are, first of all, patriarchy and female identity, suppression of women within the domestic space. Second theme, tradition versus modernity. There is clash between traditional Indian values and modern aspirations. Third theme, selfhood and silence. Indu's journey from voicelessness to articulation. Fourth theme, family and inheritance. Control through money, morality, and societal expectations. And fifth theme, sexuality and rebellion. A woman's desire and guilt explored in a conservative setting. Now, coming to the important characters, Indu is a protagonist. She is a journalist and struggles with identity and womanhood. Then Akka, who is the authoritative matriarch. She represents tradition and control. The next character is Jayant, who is Indu's husband. He is emotionally distant and upholds patriarchal expectations. Then Naren, who is Indu's cousin, and he symbolizes emotional understanding and sexual freedom. Then there is Kaka and Kaki. They are representatives of family traditions and hypocrisy. So the narrative technique is first person narration from Indu's point of view. There is stream of consciousness used effectively, and there is introspective and psychological depth in the narrative voice. Now let's see the literary devices. Symbolism. Roots stands for tradition, family, and shadow stands for past and inner doubts. So the motive here are silence, inheritance, and rebellion. And the imagery used are sensory descriptions of the ancestral home, mirror Indu's inner state. And the irony is that the modern woman still trapped in traditional bonds. Now let's see some MCQs. Who is the protagonist of Roots and Shadows? Indu. The theme of patriarchy in Roots and Shadows is primarily explored through Indu's internal conflict. Akka's control over the family is symbolized by her wealth and property. The title Roots and Shadows suggests tradition and uncertainty. Indu is not a rebel for the sake of rebellion. She is a woman breaking generational patterns while still carrying guilt. Deshpande doesn't give us a hero, she gives us a real woman.